Line to clear, they'll hold us for 5.
You have one car.
It's responding to soft, though. It really is. I think we've learned a lot.
It's okay, you're going to have one more after this. Do not touch the car. Best G2 is a 5075. Last Mazda. You got one more after this, that'll matter. Dude, nice job. That's a good time. Top out. One here, shut it off. Top out.
One young driver that has emerged through TRG is Tim George Jr. George currently competes in the Rolex Cup Series, and he's in hot pursuit of Rookie of the Year.
One of the hot new additions to TRG stable this year has got to be Tim George Jr.
Well, Tim's one of those guys that was a standout in the Skip Barber Series and has done a real good job in the Coney Challenge, come up through the ranks.
Let's give Tim George Jr. some props because he's having a really good year. He is currently the Mesco Building for the Future rookie leader, and we wish him well.
It's funny, I actually got started racing through cooking. I was catering events for the Ferrari Challenge Series. I saw a Skip Barber sign and worked my way up through the Skip Barber Series. Now I'm with one of the best teams in the Rolex here.
In 2009, I'm looking to take what I've learned in the sports car series and transfer it to the stock car racing.
Here he goes, he makes contact. David Starr keeps it straight. They're side by side, three-way wide down the backstretch.
And what a great job at all of TRG Motorsports. Kevin Buckler started this team.
I'm happy to be with TRG Motorsports next season running in stock cars.
Tim and I actually were competitors when we first met, and we're teammates now.
Lally and George are going to be doing ARCA racing together next year, so Kevin Buckler felt it was a good thing to get those guys on the same page, working out their chemistry, so they can go to their stock car program next year.
I could tell when I first met Tim that he was really dedicated to the sport. It seems like everything he kind of gets into, he immerses himself fully. Personally, I'm in a great position to help Tim because he's going through something that I've gone through just only 2 years ago.
Andy can relate a lot to what I'm going to go through the next few years. He just had to do this steep learning curve in the stock car world, transitioning from sports cars.
There is definitely some subtle transitions that you have to make. It's critical that they're done the right way, and the quicker you pick them up, one, the less damage you're going to do to your new stock car, and two, the faster you're going to go.
I'll be running in the ARCA Remax Series.
The ARCA Remax Series is a long-standing staple in stock car racing and has been a stepping stone, really, for a lot of champions that have made their way all the way to the top levels of NASCAR.
Next year I'll be running at most of the big tracks that the NASCAR drivers drive at, and we'll have coverage on Speed Channel as well.
There's not a lot of drivers out there that have been on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange. This is just one thing in Tim's business sense that's going to help him move forward in his career.
Besides the racing aspect, I also have a business background. I've been working for TRG on the business side, and I feel that my experience at the New York Stock Exchange floor and what I've learned at the University of Miami is going to take me a long way.
To be able to apply what he's gone to college for and what he's actually had real-world experience in is going to be huge in attaining and then building on a relationship with a sponsor.
The sponsorship activation itself is very important. This is a lot more than just sheet metal on a race car. As both a driver and a businessman, I want to make sure that you are getting the most return on your investment to ensure that we can create a long-term relationship. If I were to pick one word that I need to be next season, I would say resilient. There are going to be ups and there are going to be downs. I'm going to need to have the ability to bounce back from a difficult situation and move up towards the front of the pack.